spotter button. And once you're ready, let's start play on your monitors. Good luck and good scores.
Well, hello again, everybody. Mike Flanagan here from InsideBowling.com, bringing you continuing coverage of the 2021 Ebonite Fall Classic here at the new-built Maple Lanes here in Waterloo, Iowa. Glad to have you with us here for 7 games of C-Squad qualifying. With no further ado, I'll certainly go over everything with you if you're just joining us for the first time, but I think we should go out to the lanes first. Take a look at the all-new masking units here at Maple Lanes. We've been talking about them all day as we've brought you A-Squad and B-Squad qualifying here. 7 games on each. Started this morning at 8:30. Then we had another squad at 1:45, and here we are back for our 7 o'clock squad, starting just a few minutes late. 15 or 10 minutes of practice, of course, so about 17 minutes late. We do have a few re-entries here on the squad. I'll go over all of that, but hey, this wouldn't be possible without our great sponsors. Of course, the title sponsor, picking it up a few years ago, Ebonite. The Ebonite Fall Classic and Winter Classics take place every September and February. If you're looking for a new bowling ball purchase, make sure you check out Ebonite. Ebonite, the makers of products all the way up and down the line, entry level with Maxims, all the way up to high-end bowling balls. Of course, accessory line as well, bags, everything you need at Ebonite, part of the Brunswick family of brands. When you're considering your next bowling ball purchase, consider Ebonite or the Brunswick family of brands. Also want to thank our associate sponsors, Waterloo Convention and Visitors Bureau, Infusion Bowling, otherwise known as Logo Infusion. You can head over to infusionbowling.com and save 25% with coupon code GIBA. That's right, GIBA will get you 25% savings over there. Also, want to also thank USA Mortgage, local mortgage place here, Brandon Steen and the fine folks over at USA Mortgage. Thanks so much for sponsoring the event and being committed to competitive bowling. Budweiser and Bud Light, of course, been sponsoring the event ever since the very beginning. The Hampton Inn, the OP restaurant on Ridgeway also stepping up and sponsoring this tournament. And Quik, the local convenience marts here. Check out Quik when you're in or out of town. Make sure you pick up your gas, anything else you may need, snacks, before you hit the road. Oil pattern here is 42 feet in length. I'll bring it up for you now on the screen. 42 feet in length, this one. About 32 milliliters of oil, 1.8 to 1 ratio. Very flat, but because of the new AMF SPL lanes and the way that this pattern is tapered, it's really not too difficult here to score. And we've seen that because through A and B squads, Josh Kennedy is 334 over and leading the event. Nate Stubler this morning fired 267 over. He is second. Chad Nelson third at plus 251. Fourth, Brady Stearns at plus 250. Fifth, Tony Oliva at plus 244. Ryan Lakota is in sixth at plus 240. Nick Payton seventh at plus 232. Eighth is Ryan Powers at plus 231. Ninth, Cameron Crowe at plus 220. And 10th is Derek Lewis at plus 209. They'll be advancing 56 bowlers. So if you take 37th place right now, which is kind of what you got to do after 2 squads, 94 would be the number. Addie Nelson, 94 over. If you just want to go and jump down to 56th place, that number currently is at 45. Quincy Bruce and Megan Hess are at that number, but with this whole squad to go, I anticipate that number is going to be somewhere around 100 to make the cut into the Cashers round, which will begin tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. 6 total games in the Cashers round. Then we'll come back with our modified step ladder with bracket competition. The top 10 make it into that portion. I want to welcome everybody into our chat this evening. We know there's a lot of stuff going on here today. We got the 2021 Senior Masters. Pete Weber's bowling Norm Duke right now, so we know a lot of people are probably watching that. Also watching college football today as well. Baseball season's coming to an end. So we appreciate you joining us here on Inside Bowling for sure. On this squad, I'll take you around who we have. We have 2 different bays for you, lanes 11 through 14. I'll tell you who we have in front of us right now. Over on 11 and 12, we got my man Brian Bowers, Mike Yaw, Justin Abood, Cody White. Justin Abood is a re-entry. Over on 13 and 14, Brian Roth, Matt Tomsu, Victor Cortez Jr., and Zach Rhodes. Take you around everybody that's bowling. Jason Betcher and Austin Janke are down on lane 1, along with Jason Miner and Donovan Davis on lane 2. On 3 and 4, we got Jake Cook and Cody Sapp, along with Mason Sturkle and Seth Techtmeyer. On 5 and 6, we have Drake Bazzi and Brett Boothen, along with McGuire Hanshi. And I just have Simmons as the last name. I'm not sure the first name on that, but we'll find out. Down on 7 and 8, we got Jordan Babcock and Eric Kent. Della Gardell is the last name. I'll get the first name for you. Is over on 8 with Shelly Hamer. 9 and 10, we got Dan Gifford, Steve Landry, along with Zach Lutmer and Rob Warren. That's a re-entry as well. Jump over 11 and 12 and 13 and 14. We just introduced those folks. Russell Deere is on 15 with Anthony Dodge, Trent Mitchell, and Jordan Monins. Down on 17 and 18, we got Bruce Rollins, Larry Tripamer, Brody Green, and Jerry Mars. That's a re-entry as well for Jerry. 19 and 20, Tommy Strauss, Roger Taylor Jr., Caleb Ross, and Ben Vaness. On 21 and 22, Zach Carter, David Cole, along with Johnny Davis and Jace Goodell. 23 and 24, Darren Bloomquist, along with Donovan Grubaugh, Philip Dickinson, and Dwayne Yin. 25 and 26, Ryan Burks and Eric Smith, along with Andy Aries and Jennifer Wittenberg bowling this one here, helping run the tournament and also bowling. 27 and 28, Roger Hartford, Jarrell Morris, along with Zachary Bogholtz and Kyle Rosenberg. And that's your squad here for this evening. I did not hear Nick Crummell in this list. He was originally supposed to bowl, but I do not see him bowling. So no Nick Crummell here tonight. Every squad does have fresh oil, yep. Skip procedures, skip 1, skip 2, skip 1, skip 2, skip 1, skip 2. This pattern is allowed for multiple shot shapes. You can play the middle of the lane. You can play outside. You can use urethane. You can also use reactive resin or whatever you like to use. Everybody moves right as a pair. You stay with the 4 bowlers that you're with. Good question in the chat. We have yet to have a 300 game here. We've had a 299, a 297. We've had some pretty high games. Again, we're looking to cut down to the top 56. 28 lanes here at the new Maple Lanes. If you've been hidden under a rock all day or didn't know, Maple Lanes had some folks break in the middle of the night and set Maple Lanes on fire. They had a choice to make. They decided to rebuild the entire center. When I talk about they, that's the Amy family. Rich and Kathy, Fran and Linda. Have a brand new footprint here. Also inside of here we have the Kingpin Social Club, which has got 2 floors over there. It's great for entertaining. They've also got 4 duck pin lanes in there, which are pretty cool. Beautiful bar. Beautiful restaurant. They're going to do well here. It's a beautiful place. Roger Hartfield. Want to watch Roger Hartfield bowl. Okay. Let's see what I can do for you guys on that. Roger Hartfield. He's down on 27 and 28, so we'll have him in game number 2, okay? Pretty easy. Question in the chat, is Derek Sapp bowling? No, he's not bowling. Got an update on Nick Crummell. He withdrew 3 days ago. I just didn't get the notice on that one. And also, there were 10 bowlers that wanted to re-enter, and 7 got in from the squad. 2 bowlers no-showed for this squad, sight unseen. Entry fee for this tournament is $160. I'm being joined in the booth by the 7th place qualifier through 2 squads. He came in at 232 over. He's 35 pins out of second, but 102 out of first. I'm talking about my best friend, my only friend. Nick Pate here.
Nick Pate is here. Just finishing game 1, right?
Yep, just finishing up. I guess, Nick, let's get started with you. Let's talk a little bit about Maple Lanes and your overall assessment of this brand new bowling center that was destroyed and rebuilt brand new.
It's incredible. You know, I bowled in the old build, and you know, it was just typical Midwest bowling center. But this is incredible. It's not even just a bowling center. You got what, duck pin over there. I feel like it's something that the people of Waterloo, Iowa, can come do. They can come out and hang out on a Saturday night, and they could bowl, they could duck pin, they could go to the bar, and it's really nice.
What did you think of the lane surface and the way that the pattern played? Because the pattern on the surface looked like it should have played pretty hard. I'll put it back up on the screen. A couple people are asking for it. 42 feet in length, 32 milliliters of oil, 1.8 to 1 ratio. Should have been pretty difficult, I think. But right now, you know, we're projecting about a triple-digit cut number for the top 56.
The last time we had a triple-digit cut number is when you said I wasn't too flashy. Just for a reference. I just think this surface in general just hooks so much. I knew they were going to be kind of high scoring once I saw the pattern, just because I've bowled on brand new SPLs back in Peru. And if you recall, like Pan American games where Butters broke every scoring record there was. He broke his own record day after day. And I just knew. And then when you get that special bowling ball, you're going to strike a lot. There's just so much built-in friction. And then there's shim because it's 32 mils at 42 feet, so there's just shim left. I will say there's not a lot of high scores like there were the first two squads game one.
Yeah, I'm noticing the same thing. Pretty low scoring. Squad 2, though, there was quite a bit. There were good scores early in Squad 2.
I think these guys are starting further left, so they could get pretty gross later on.
Tom Hess is involved in a roll-off with his tournament life on the line at the Senior Masters. And so far, they keep matching each other strike for strike.
So that's what's going on.
Yeah. I'm watching that up here while calling the action here, talking to you and interacting with our chat.
And he's going against Dan Knowlton. I actually know Dan Knowlton. I bowled with him at team trials a few years ago. Very good player. Pretty sure he owns his own glass company down in Florida too.
Pete and Norm bowled. I don't know who won that one. Anybody want to help me out in the chat? And that was to advance as well. And, you know, a lot of people were wanting to know, you know, who from the house is bowling with you here, and nobody's here, right?
No. Kyle had to back out earlier, and he didn't say why, but he had something come up.
I pinned the comment for the link of the scores in here already. It's the same link that we've been using the whole day. Pete beat Norm 696 to 669.
Pete beat Norm.
Yep.
I didn't even look. I think. How are you, sir?
Uh-oh. Oh. Is that over?
I don't know if Hess struck or what's going on in that roll-off. It's hard for me to keep track of that and keep track of what we got going on here.
You're just doing it all today.
Yeah, I'm trying to have some fun. Looks like it's over. Looks like Hess advances. Unless Hess got 8 and all he needed was 9 or better. Trying to figure it all out.
Hess has been on quite the run out there.
Oh, he's been killing it.
That's great.
I mean, and I'm keeping a close eye on it here because, you know, he's won this event 3 times. He's hometown guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and keeping an eye on my Cardinals.
All the St. Louis sports.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me about it.
Can't deal with that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, being a Blackhawks fan is about as bad as it gets.
You know, it doesn't feel like hockey season's around the corner, but it's like a month away.
Yeah, it's almost here, and the NBA's right around the corner too.
That too. I'm not a big NBA.
Where are you living now? You living up there?
Yep, up in Minnesota still. I've lived with my friend from high school and his wife for almost a year now. It'll be a year in January, so they're nice. I'm very fortunate that they let me live there, take over their basement.
Are you home a lot?
But I know, you know, the summer tour hit, so I was gone every weekend there.
FYI, Nick Pate used to bowl in the same league that Josh Kennedy now bowls at Texas Tonka in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. Josh is my teammate. Matt McNeil also bowls in the league.
I bowled with Matt. We were on the same team. That league allowed it, but I never won any high games, so I quit the league.
You never won any high games?
No.
Was that what the league was about?
High games and series. I mean, a couple hundred a night.
Really?
Yeah. I would watch Matt shoot, 1070 plus, and then I would shoot my 920 and get nothing. There was one time I split high game at 289, and I got $3.33.
What could you buy with that? Maybe some nachos and cheese minus the cheese?
Yeah. A couple chips. That'd be like 12 gumballs, 13 gumballs.
13 of them.
I haven't been to the upstairs bar area.
Yeah, it's closed off. I don't think they're allowed to have everybody up there right now. There was a slight issue with the railing.
Okay.
It was off by like a ½ inch. Fire marshal said no
Nope,
go.
Can't do it. Fun fact, they don't even have bacon in here yet.
No bacon.
Try to add bacon to my chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
He had fun bowling, and now he's duck pin bowling, and he said he's leading that tournament.
Is he? Yeah. He's leading that tournament.
Yeah. Wow.
And Jefferson.
He's good. I think we won that trade because that's the Bills pick that we got for Diggs. I don't know if these people use enough surface. And they're too far left. This could get pretty gross.
Yep, flipping over to game number 2 already, and I know that this stream has gotten a little choppy here. And I would imagine that's because the center's getting busy, and I bet they didn't turn off the Wi-Fi. We've been going smooth all day,
Mm.
but looks like it's okay now. So what do you have to bowl now moving forward through the end of the year?
So next weekend I'm driving down to Wichita to bowl the Swiss Trios. That's one of my favorite tournaments. I mean, it's 48 teams of 3 and just a great time down in Wichita. Matt McFadden and that crew, they run top-notch tournament.
Who are you bowling with?
I got Anthony Lavery Spar and a St. Louis guy and Eddie Bird.
Oh, really? Are there any restrictions with who you can, how many players you can have that are touring and all that?
It's I think it's 2 cards or just 1 title in the last 10 years or something like that. So and they're starting to count women. So I was gonna bowl with Erin McCarthy, but she's got a couple titles, so I can't bowl with her.
Is she still going to bowl?
She is bowling. I don't know who she's bowling with. And then October, I'm taking the weekend off. The first weekend off. And then I go to a little camp. And then Columbia for 2 weeks. And then I got some local stuff, South Dakota. Taking another break to bachelor party in Florida.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in November. And just a couple Minnesota tournaments that pop up, like our Masters. Oh, and I'm going back to Florida for Christmas with my family. We're trying something new this year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We got some folks that want to talk to you here. They want to know, first of all, okay, some folks want to know what bowling balls you used today, what your arsenal was, and kind of how you played the lanes.
Yeah, so game 1, I tried throwing an Axiom, rolly ball. And couldn't pry it off my hand, and then when I did, it slipped off through a couple gutters. Forgot how to play straight for 10 frames, shot 180, and then came in here and talked to you, and it really calmed me down. So then I went to an IQ tour.
Talk to me.
Yeah, we had that conversation. I shot 240 game 2.
Yeah, you did.
And then
And you threw an IQ tour?
IQ tour, just kind of right at 15, forward. I figured out how to throw it straight. And then I switched to a Honey Badger Revival, and then it ended with an IQ Emerald. And that was my progression. I wasn't expecting it to hook that much, but at the same time I kind of was, so I had to pay someone to go to the car, grab a couple bowling balls. I tell you, internet's the best worst thing that happened to our generation.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Technology in general, it's the worst thing when it doesn't work and the best thing when it does.
Yeah, then we got questions like, why does the video keep freezing? Yeah.
I think that looks pretty clear.
It just messes up here and there.
We're not perfect, all right? Get off our backs.
It's the last people that are thought about when it comes to a bowling tournament are the people that stream. So I believe there's probably a lot of people on this Wi-Fi network in here that they didn't disable.
Yep.
Let me see.
That's just a password, though.
Maple guest, yeah. Well, maybe not.
It's a password.
Yeah, I'm not real sure what it could be. I mean, I could. It says excellent connection right now. If it does it again, I'm going to make a change. I'll make a change to it. Mike and Nick, what do you think of the lighting? Too dark? Well, all I can say is I had them dim the lights in here because you couldn't read the scoreboards because of these bright lights in here.
I think they could have done different lights. They're just different.
It looks classy, but
yeah,
there's no fans in here.
Yeah, that too.
So, I don't know. I mean, they did a great job with this place.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. I mean, we could nitpick this to death.
Like the ball returns.
Not a fan of the ball returns?
No. I like to drift, modern day games say drift, 7+ boards. And when you're trying to play 22, the ball return is going to clip your third step. If you want to learn how to walk in a straight line combo here, then.
Yeah, it's true.
Ah, gutter.
You gutter today, huh?
Twice. Stuffed 9 on the spare in one of them. It's not good for the count.
We're in Waterloo, Iowa, in the United States of America at Maple Lanes, rebuilt. And it just opened up a couple weeks ago.
What do you think the number's going to be? We're taking 56?
100.
100 exactly?
Yep.
So Dentlinger's out. He's 98.
No, he's not out.
I don't think he's... With what I'm watching right now, I don't think anyone's going to beat 175 over.
Going to beat what?
No one's going to beat 175 or better on this squad.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think somebody would be 175 over.
Be a little wager there. From what I'm watching, this is after, a few shots going down the lanes. See a lot more 210. $175. I bet you no one beats that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if nobody beats 175 off this squad, then I would say the cut number is going to be 83. Andy Stone.
Okay, I'll give you one person, Ryan Burks. He's on a re-entry, got the luck of the draw. He watched me today, so he kind of gets an idea.
I'm going to bounce out of here. We'll get some more bowlers up on the screen for you. Delagardelle.
That's a mouthful.
That's all I see on lane 11. Delagardelle.
Front 4.
Bowling with Jordan Babcock, Eric Kent, and Shelly Hamer.
Ooh.
He might get 175 this game.
He looks...
I'm pretty sure I have a pinned comment here that has a link to the standings. Almost positive.
You know what's refreshing? Not a lot of urethane going down on the right side.
Was there a lot of urethane during your squad?
I don't think so. I saw one person for sure. I didn't think you need it. Can't say I didn't try it, but I don't think you needed it.
Watch one more shot here. Bounce back over. Just wanted to check in on these pairs. We do have the front 5 over there. Do you know this two-hander here on 3? Whitewater?
Waldorf, I think that is.
Waldorf?
Yeah. I think.
Well, we got Roger Hartford, Jarrell Morris, Zachary Bogholtz, and Kyle Rosenberg on the left side of your screen. On the right side of your screen, we have Jason Betcher, Austin Janke, Jason Miner, and Donovan Thomas.
I know Austin. He's from Minnesota. And Donovan Thomas bowled at Midland for a year. Donovan is at Whitewater. Went to Whitewater as well.
This is an individual tournament. This is not a team tournament. Talking things over with Nick Pate here in the booth, just kind of winding down our day. It's been a long day. 14 games already today, 2 squads, 7 games each. Makes for a long day, dude.
Yeah. I did it last week, but I bowled. Had to bowl 14 games.
What'd you think of that event last week?
I like it. Just house, maybe modify it. Just sucks because he had to put it on a different weekend because of the conflict, but the first year I bowled it, they sold out. They put it on a pattern, it was 100 over, which is, I think it's a great number.
I can't believe how great the competition was, despite being on such a easy condition.
Yeah,
it was wild. That Bittenbender match with Stubler and Crow was sick.
I think I was driving and I didn't turn it on in time, but I heard a spare was needed and did not get it.
Well, Eddie Bird and Tim Barrett bowled 180-180 after having I'm sorry, not Eddie Bird. Shea Bittenbender and Tim Barrett bowled 180-180 after being up 2-0 on Stubler and Crow. And Stubler and Crow just bowled like 260-260. So Bittenbender and Barrett went over to the other lane where they just bowled 184. And, strike, spare, just whatever, however that worked out.
Yeah.
Maybe one double in there or whatever. And Crow and Stubler threw the front 8 at him. So, this thing's done, right? Over. And Shea's getting ready to bowl in the 8th. Stubler goes up in almost 7-10s. Luckily, just leaves the 7-pin in the 9th. Misses it. Shea strikes in the 8th. Barrett strikes in the 9th. They got 2:59 left.
Wow.
Crow must double to advance. Strike, blower 8. Shea goes up and throws all 3 in the 10th. 259, 257. They win.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
You don't want to give Shay the chance to throw it.
No. All right, after game number 1, Jordan Monens is in first at plus 46. Cody Sapp, plus 35. Mike Yaw, plus 32. Ryan Burks, plus 24. Roger Taylor Jr., plus 15. Zachary Boggolds, plus 12. Mason Sturkle, plus 12. Donovan Grubaugh, plus 11. Caleb Ross, plus 10. Zach Carter, plus 9, along with Jordan Babcock, Drake Bazzi, 8 over. 2 over for Trent Mitchell, Shelly Hamer, 1 over. And then 2 players are even, Austin Janke and Jake Cook. So I'm basically going to say, based off of that 10 players are going to make it off of this squad. So I'm going to backtrack here, 56th position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 will not make it. Cut number is going to be 78. And there's a 3-way tie for it.
Oh, we love the drama. Hopefully you don't like sleep, because we like drama.
That's my guess.
And no one's going to be plus 175.
Waldorf University.
Jeez, did they have a breakdown? They're 5 frames behind.
For whatever reason, man, some of these pairs get a little whacked.
I know some people wanted to give 2-lane courtesy. One person wanted to give a single-lane courtesy. So that was fun to deal with today.
You enjoyed that, huh?
Yeah. Me, I want the whole house to stop.
Yeah,
so
I know you
can,
do.
So that I can throw my 2 shots.
If everybody could just stop. Nick Pate here, coming through. You know, I always say Nick Pate here whenever you come on the stream. I'm not sure everybody knows why I say that.
No.
Do you want to tell everybody?
I can tell
why?
them.
Yeah.
So, gosh, this was back when I was, we were both, you were working for EBI and I was on EBI staff. And
it was when the Queens was in Baton Rouge.
And the juke just came out and we were doing a video for it. And every intro I did was, Nick Pate here to talk to you about so-and-so.
Yeah, I think, didn't we do a couple balls?
Yeah,
or?
I think it was the lit, the juke, and maybe the saber.
Yeah, I think so.
And I introed every single way just because I didn't know what I was doing behind the camera. And it was just awkward, and I was tired after running 20 yards, 6 times trying to make a video that wasn't even used.
Right. Yeah, and there were 4. You had 3 or 4 other.
It was me. It was me, Kyle, Wes, and Cam.
Yeah, the 4 of you were. You guys, they were all standing there while you all stood there for each other when the other person had to do the talking, which didn't help because you guys all made each other laugh.
Yeah.
Profusely.
Yes.
So Nick gets in to talk about this ball, and he goes, Nick Pate here. On behalf of Columbia 300, I want to talk to you about the new ball called the Juke.
Well, I'm pretty sure I've watched the review just to laugh at myself, and I do double here. You can go and look. It's
Nick Pate here.
Here to talk to you about the
Here to talk
It's out there. I've looked it up, and I'm like, what are you even saying? Or the best is the commercial that they played for Junior Gold.
The perfection?
The perfection is.
Yeah, perfection. Perfection is.
I mean, you got to start somewhere. That was the stepping stone to my video career.
Oh, it was. It was. Then Brad and Kyle put you where you needed to be. Taking shirts off and stuff, and
yeah, they just caught me in my natural habitat.
Oh, that's pretty good. Looks like our internet hiccup has has been okay here. This pair is completed. These two pairs, I should say. Let's head over here. 11 through 14. All right, I'll ask you a few questions here, Nick. What is the hardest thing about bowling on the PBA Tour?
The constant grind. It's just so hard. I mean, everyone wants to win, but it's just so hard to win because you can hit the gym, you can take care of yourself, you can practice every day. But in the end, winning is probably the hardest thing, and it goes along with the grind being the hardest thing. I'm trying to beat Belmo, trying to beat Troop. You can do everything they do, but it's just hard. Mental beatdown too is when you get out there.
So what do you do, like, you know, career-wise? Right now, you've got, you know, you're out bowling on the tour. How old are you?
26.
26, bowling on the tour. You haven't really broke through yet. You're not, you know, you're not making 80 to 100K a year bowling on tour. How long do you do it? What does it take? Where are you at mentally right now? Like, are you still 100% committed to the tour, and you're going to be a $100,000 a year player on that tour if you keep working at your game? Like, where are you at?
Yeah, I feel like I'm close. Last year was an okay year, made the playoffs. This year didn't do terrible. It was just a weird schedule. My biggest problem is bowling consistent. I always pick like the World Series to bowl my worst, and that's like the biggest week of the whole season because there's 4 tournaments that are in one, and it's where you can make, you know, 3/4 of your earnings for the year. But I'm getting there. I went through a pitch change this year. I'm liking it now. I work with Jim Callahan on the mental part. He'll send videos to the group. He's incredible. He has helped me clear the mind a little bit because and Tim Mack called me a maniac straight to my face that I need to calm down. This was when we were overseas. And so I took that and went with it and said, all right, take a step back. And then, you know, when Sean Ryan went over to Storm, it was a huge bonus for us, and his knowledge definitely helps my game. But I'm close. I like bowling too much to give it up.
Do you have any contingency plans or any additional sources of income or ways that you're going to try to make a living?
Actually, I work in a massage therapy studio. I work part-time. I can take whatever days off I want, and then I can work whatever days I want. And it's a nice little gig at home. I'm just trying to pay off some student loans, and then once those are gone, then things will be smooth sailing.
So 241, 156. Posted up on the board here. I'm going to go check back in on where we still have some bowling down here on 3 and 4. Got a big string of strikes going down there.
Oh yeah, 270 left. Ryan Burks, what does he do?
Yeah, he's down on 1 and 2. You'll see him on the left side of your screen.
Dirty messenger. We'd love to see it.
Somebody wants to know, Nick, what are maybe some ways that you can calm down when bowling. I find it hard to relax, causing me to squeeze.
Breathing techniques. I like to do a 5x5. You breathe in for 5 seconds, breathe out for 5 seconds, and then just repeat that, a few times. You just need to get air to the brain of yours, and then shut the brain off.
Do you give lessons or help people?
I'm not really. I'm actually terrible at seeing physical problems and working with physical that I don't know what I would do.
Who's your coach?
I don't really have one. Probably like Sean Ryan. I flew down to see him this year, actually.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Back in January. Troop did it as well. Look at Troop's here. One of those nice benefits that, in the storm you have.
What did you work on? Or what is one piece of advice that he gave you that really spoke to you, that helped you?
Stand tall. I got really hunched over. If you watch old videos, I'm really hunched over. And then my misses are typically right in gutters.
Yeah.
And so standing tall keeps that shoulder back. And then use my legs. Cardinals making the playoffs this year?
I don't know if they are or not. It's going to be close.
Got them. They were the second wild card number, right?
Yeah, they still are right as of right now.
That's because the 3 teams around them have played awful.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much right.
The Yankees don't know if they want to make it or not. They went 13 in a row and then lost 8 in a row to back it up.
Yeah, nobody wants to win in MLB right now.
Except for the Dodgers and the Giants.
Yeah.
Seems like.
It's definitely true.
Mm, 210. Gas it a little bit. That's what happens. Miss spares. Don't like that.
My name is Kyle Rosenberg. That's a Jerky Boys reference. His name was Saul Rosenberg. Hi, my name is Sal Rosenberg. This is my nephew Kyle Rosenberg. Watch him deliver the ball. Oh, so smooth. Carry the ball. Carry the pins. Carry everything in the building. Carry everything out of the building when you're done, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Again, my name is Sal. Saul Rosenberg. Did I ever tell you, Nick, about what happened? I was playing with the fireworks left over from the 4th of July, and I blew one off in my hand. It was about the size of when you get done with the toilet paper, you know, the tube. That was the size of it. It was like a M80. Oh, it hurt. It hurt so bad. So will you please come down here and bring all your shoes and your glasses? I went to the optometrist, but I can't see because of these glasses. You're probably too young to know what that's even about.
Yeah, I can't say I know that.
Well, we're about to roll into game 3, everybody. Just like that, here we are. Again, you're watching continuing coverage of the Ebonite Fall Classic here in Waterloo, Iowa, the new Maple Lanes. I'm Mike Flanagan, joined by Nick Pate here in the booth. We are just chilling, taking it easy, driving us home tonight. It's kind of like slow jams. If anybody wants a request, we can get you some slow jams. Actually, I'll turn the mids, and the treble down. Slow jams on Inside Bowling.
That definitely sounds like it's on the radio.
Probably need a little bit more even. Slow jams on Inside Bowling. All right, let's see if I'm back to normal. I think I'm back to normal. Hello again, everybody. Hello again, everybody. My name is Mike Flanagan. I'd like to welcome you out tonight to a little bit of InsideBowling.com coverage. I think that's a little too high. Let me move this over here. Yeah, hello, everybody.
Is that the Mitch Beasley?
No, the Mitch.
That hasn't come out yet.
I haven't used it in a while. I kind of want to wait until I see him in person and get him in the booth and do it again.
Yeah. Did he cut his hair yet to donate? I know he was growing it out to donate.
Well, no, I haven't yet. I met a young girl who was suffering from cancer, and that wasn't good. I was bowling pretty good, but that wasn't good. Anyway, decided, it was COVID. It was COVID, so I decided not to get my hair cut, and it all kind of matched up, kind of like when I had my Cyborg Pearl and I won my title. I just kept shimmying left, move left. Here's a tip for everybody out there watching. Seriously, this is Mitch Beasley. If you're lined up in the pocket, no matter how much hold you think you got, always move left every frame. Now, I know that you're probably thinking you're going to run out of room on the lane and you'll be too far left, but you're never too far left. And I'm not talking political, I'm talking about the lane. Anyway, and Jill Lamar told me take the Cyborg Pearl, put it in the living room, but I leave it on the nightstand every night. It's the best ball ever made. I was bowling that tournament, Nick, and I go 220, 240, $1.50. Pulled out the Cyborg Pearl, moved 142 boards left. Bowl 300, 299, 279 with a bone 8 and a 6. Then finished it with 300. Went from 137th to 4th. Made the show. Got on the show. My ball rep said, don't throw the Cyborg Pearl. I said, I'm throwing the Cyborg Pearl. You know, my Cyborg Pearl looks like a Mexican jumping bean going down the lane. It just jumps right through the pins. If Fred McGee was in the room, he'd be loving this right now. He's been asking for it all day, and the last couple streams as well.
Pretty tired.
Yeah. And this dim setting in here.
Oh, it's putting me to sleep.
Also kind of, you know, you kind of feel like you're, you know, in a nice, it's kind of like a massage.
Mm-hmm. It actually, yeah.
Yeah, it feels like a spa.
If there was a little, you know, cool air blowing on my face, I'd probably fall asleep on the stream. What's the high game today overall? 297?
299.
299. Oh, it was Brady.
Brady Stearns, yeah. The Mitch Beasley impersonation is really only funny when Mitch Beasley is bowling the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't done it in a while. I actually haven't done many voices at all. I used to have a bunch of them. You ever seen the Saw movies?
Yeah.
You know, Jigsaw?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for me to get there, but I'll try.
Hello, Nick. Would you like to play a game?
That's pretty good. Does that hurt the throat a little bit?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. You decide you're going to use an IQ chore. You're not going to use an IQ chore anymore. Instead, you're going to go into the room with your friends, and you're going to try to unlock the key.
That's tough. It's tough to do that one.
For a while, too, because
Yeah.
it dries your throat out.
I also used to do,
Shoosh.
I used to do a mediocre Macho Man. Oh, yeah, up here in heaven looking down at Maple Lanes, yeah. Up here with the lovely Miss Elizabeth on a Saturday night. Macho Man always repeated himself, you know. Nick Pate, Nick Pate, Nick Pate, Nick Pate, He's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be in Maple Lanes, yeah. something like that. I do miss the Macho Man. I'm not even going to read the chat right now. Because we've actually kind of got like a normal following of people. It's not the rigmarole hodgepodge that we start. Our first 5,000 subscribers love this. They're like, old school Yo MTV inside bowling raps, right? Like that's what that just was. A lot of the new people are like, why do I subscribe to this channel?
Because it costs nothing, and you click a bell.
I had me about 15 Dr. Peppers. Now that's Lieutenant Dan. I used to love doing the voices.
You got to keep yourself entertained.
I used to do prank calls when I was a kid.
Oh, I did too. I had to start doing my prank calls involved *67 because we had to block the caller ID.
Yeah, but some of them had like *69 call you right back.
Mm.
That was not fun. Oh, yeah. Nick Pate. The cream, yeah. Mean Gene Okerlund. Nick Pate is the cream of the crop. The cream always rises to the top. You ever seen that one? Macho Man's got these little creamers out.
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah. He gets in this interview with Mean Gene Okerlund, and he comes in, and he starts just talking about how in wrestling the cream always rises to the top. But he pulls out these little creamers, and he starts holding them in his hand, and he starts setting them on Mean Gene's shoulder, and he's like, the cream always rises to the top. It's almost like he was in the back room with all the other wrestlers playing cards or poker or something, and they were like, okay, Macho Man, we need you to do your promo with Mean Gene. And he's like, well, what am I going to talk about? And they're like, that's up to you. You need to pretty much hype yourself up. And it's like he looked over at the coffee maker, and next to it were some little creamers, and he goes, and he grabbed the creamers and walks out, has them in his pockets and everything.
That's funny.
Oh, my gosh. It's hilarious. It's like one of the funniest things you've ever seen in your life. I'm going to show it to you here in the booth. Sorry, everybody. If you want to go see it, you can type in Macho Man Randy Savage, the cream of the crop. So he comes walking out. Mean Gene introduces him. He's like, I'm here with the Macho Man Randy Savage, and the Macho Man has a big bout coming up soon with Jimmy the Steamboat, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And he comes in and look in his hands. I think he's here it is. He's got the cream. Yeah, the cream always rises to the top. And he's like, the cream. And there's one, right? He's got one creamer, and he drops it, okay? And Mean Gene's looking at the floor like, what the hell's going on here? And then notice the Macho Man here in just a second. He'll pull out another one. He's talking all crazy. Talking to the President Jack Tunney. And there's another one. He just keeps pulling out these creamers. There's another one. And he sets it in Mean Gene's pocket.
Chad knew what it was right away, too.
Yeah, and he just keeps pulling them out. Another one. Cream after cream after cream. Ah, it was hilarious. I actually have the Saw mask at my house. I scared the neighbors with it.
They don't make movies anymore like that, do they? The Saw movies?
No, I don't think so. I think they're done with that.
That was just an interesting series they made.
Yeah.
Really mess with your mind that someone actually created that.
I'm not into horror movies at all, but there's a director named Mike Flanagan. And about 2,000 of my Instagram followers think I'm him. Seriously. We'll look at my Instagram here real quick. So if you go and you look at my tagged photos,
It's all... There's some horror stuff.
I haven't deleted them all. I've deleted a bunch. And then when you go and you look at my DMs, 21 requests. Here's a podcast. Hey, Mike, my name is John Visnieras. I am the creator host of Dead Talk Live, horror entertainment TV talk show. We would like to have you as a guest one evening. I thought about booking this.
That would be funny.
And just getting on. And when they're like, all right, we're talking to the director of The Haunting and on whatever hill and all this stuff, Mike Flanagan, and just winging it. It's being like, oh, yeah. And they're like, so what inspired you to write this film? Well, I'll tell you what. When we were younger, my mom and dad hid people in the basement that were missing for years. And it really inspired me to get involved in horror.
That's funny.
But you got to be careful in today's day and age because that could be...
Yeah, evidence.
You know, right now I just said that, and I got to be careful because somebody seriously could be impacted by a story like that that's watching right now and not find that...
Funny.
Well, and I don't even find it funny. It's just something ridiculous to say. You know. It's not for real.
Well, with that whole case of the missing person that in Utah, it's crazy.
Brad Miller is not bowling right now.
Brad Miller's not allowed to bowl. When you're good at anticipating the human mind, you leave nothing to chance. Live or die, make your choice. Hello, I want to play a game. Nick, you're probably wondering where you are. I'll tell you where you might be. You might be in the room you die in.
It's very difficult to do that. All right, I think I'm done with that for the evening. I'm going to put a bow on that and wrap that one up.
We got a spare six-bagger in front of us.
Thank you very much. I've got standings after game number 2. Jordan Monens, 55 over. Zachary Bogholtz, 50 over. Donovan Grubaugh, 43 over. Jake Cook, 35 over. Zach Rhodes, 20 over. Caleb Ross, 17 over. Darren Bloomquist, 17 over. Ryan Burks, 13 over. Roger Hartford, 12 over. Dan Gifford, 10 over. Jake Bazzi, 9 over. Blake Delagardelle, 6 over. Ben Vanis, 5 over. Mike Yaw, 4 over. Austin Janke, 2 over. David Cole is even. 16 players are even or better. Again, I believe 10 people will make it off this squad, which means 78 would be the number, and 78 is currently a 3-way tie. I need to ask about that if there is a tie. I think he takes everybody, but I don't know how you do that. That would really slow up play.
think you take all ties, yeah.
Is AJ Rice bowling? Nope. Cameron Crowe bowled earlier today.
I beat him.
You beat him, yeah.
Beat him. He was mad.
Wasn't happy. Wasn't happy about it.
He wants to bowl with me tomorrow.
Mm.
Because the last time we bowled together, we bowled good. We both had 300 game one. It was at Kevin the Sweeper.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we bowled with each other in 300 game one. I ended up winning. Felt good to beat a lefty on house.
Almost done with game number 3, C Squad qualifying. Mike Flanagan here along with Nick Pate here in the booth. We're just kind of hanging out, driving this thing home, as I mentioned earlier. Got our final 5 games here. 2 down. We're in game number 3. 4 more to go after this. And the pairs are a little off here. We'll jump from here down to the other end where they're a couple frames behind, frame behind or two.
Bam. Spare 7 in front of us.
Brian and Kang, how you guys doing? There you go, Steve. He's probably going to say, no, I want it in this voice, at this pace,
Yep.
at this tone, at this time.
Oh, get them all.
If I start getting requests like this, I'm going to open up a Cameo.
Get paid for it. You could do the jigsaw one.
Yeah, I probably could.
Because it's only,
Put the mask on.
mask on. It's only 30-second videos, too.
Yeah, I could get through that. How come Mike doesn't stream bowling tournaments anymore? Oh, he sits at home and just says lines. He drinks tea and honey.
Soothe the throat. First 7 jigsaw games.
Yeah, that's what he does. He does 6 hours of jigsaw every day, 3 hours of drinking honey and tea. Brian and Kang, how you guys doing? Now what am I saying that's wrong? Like, what are they tricking me into saying right now?
I don't know.
Brian and Kang, how you guys doing? Hey, Brian and Kang, how you guys doing? Brian and Kang, how you guys doing? Brian and
Maybe he's trying to trick his friends or something.
Brian and Kang. What are we? I'm waiting for this to be like a trick on what I just.
Yeah, like see more butts or something.
Yeah,
like
Brian and Kang. Brian and Kang. Oh, that's funny.
Uh-oh.
What are you owing?
7-bagger, you miss about 7 left. 3-6. 260 still a good score.
Nick, what do you think about lane courtesy? These open tournaments sometimes confuse the tour guys.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I want the whole bowling alley to stop and let me through frame by frame. Then they can go. Nah, it doesn't bother me. If you make a loud noise, I'm just going to be like, okay. But to be honest, I probably jumped people today just because I had one on each side is fine with me, not the tour courtesy. I don't typically need that. I think the people around here expect me to want that, if that makes sense. But
do you feel any different coming to an event now than you did, say, 6 years ago?
yeah, just something along the lines of this. Yeah, walk in the building, confidence is high. I've won this tournament before, obviously.
Yeah. What's your greatest bowling accomplishment? If you had to pick one.
Probably winning gold medal at Pan American Games in front of my mom and grandma. I'm still young. There's a lot. I'm sure my first title will be up there. I'm sure the second title will be up there.
Is there a town you'd like to win in?
Specific town to win in?
Yeah. Based off of where the tour kind of goes
Yeah.
or has gone before?
I don't really know. I guess, like, that's tough. I don't really have a specific town. I know, like, Indy's going to hold a good place in my heart because that was my first show. So, like, winning there would have been cool. But I don't have a specific town.
How many shows have you made?
I've made a extra frame and then a Fox singles, and then I made the playoffs. So, what do you, 3? And then the league, so 4.
When you got ready to bowl on TV for the first time for a pro event, what were you thinking about?
Well, I was lucky enough to make it. Oh, look at that. A double sleeper, lane 5. I had bowled the college bowling helped me a little bit because I made the team and singles. So, like, I know that doesn't translate to the pro, but that's kind of what happened. And, you know, I watch a lot of live shows, so I kind of see, okay, they're going to hook a little earlier, you know. They're not going to be as easy, and easy's, you know, in quotations. But the breathing and the water intake were my 2 main focuses on that.
Let's play Would You Rather. You want to play Would You Rather?
I'm in.
Okay. Would you rather be given $150,000 RV, completely decked out, exactly the way you want it, or a $50,000 airline gift card?
I would probably do the RV.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you would then start driving everywhere.
I already drive everywhere as is. The only time I fly is if it's too expensive or if it's overseas, obviously. But yeah, I'd take the RV. We've actually talked about, like, the house to just buy an RV, 10 of us, and Sell it when we're done with the swing.
Wow.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it would.
I mean, EJ bought an RV.
Who did?
EJ.
Did he?
He puts it on his truck. Said it's an RV. It's pretty nice.
All right. Would you rather win 3 titles next year but then lose 2 of your fingers and you can't bowl anymore? Or would you rather bowl for the next 20 years on tour and never win a title?
Oh. That's a tough one.
I know.
That's a good one.
It's not supposed to be easy.
I mean, I would probably say bowl 20 years and never win. As long as I can sustain a living out there. 3 times, no fingers? Yeah, couldn't do it.
You might get Player of the Year too that year.
If they're the same tournaments that Andrew won the year he won it, then yeah, Player of the Year. Well, would I get to pick the 3 fingers that I lose? I'm getting pretty good at two-handed, so I can chop off the thumb.
Yeah, you'd have to learn how to bowl all over again.
My two-handed game's pretty good right now.
Okay, bowl like that tomorrow.
Well, I don't have any bowling balls that
don't I forgot about the legalities of
Yeah.
it all. I'm sure we can go in Fran's Pro Shop. It's really up to you. That'd be hilarious.
I actually just took out a bag of Sloan's bowling balls because he asked me to take some. They were in my car and I took them out. I could have bowled with that tomorrow.
Okay, so here's another one for you. If you had to go back in time and then everything else would be the same except for your bowling results in your life, everything else is the same, but you could choose to be left-handed or right-handed, which one would you choose?
Oh. That's another good one. I would probably say right-handed.
You would?
Yeah.
So you realize right now, since you said that, you can never complain about a lefty ever again. Because you just basically told everybody you'd rather be right-handed.
Yeah. I actually talked to, I don't know who was talking to someone. It was a spectator. And he heard it from, I think, Parker, and he said, as a lefty, you either have it, or when you have it, you have it, and when you don't, you're like shut out. I don't think I can battle those mental demons.
Would you rather be the best, the best bowler in the world for 3 years, or the 5th best golfer in the world for 3 years?
Golfer.
Really?
Yep. I'm not very good at golf right now, so it'd be nice to be the 5th best.
Well, Let's see. Action underway, game number 4.
Game 4 of 7.
When the tour is over for you, would you rather have Randy Peterson's job or Tom Clark's job?
Randy Peterson.
If you were allowed on television, and it was part of our sport, to heckle your opponent or make any noises that you want while they're bowling, what would be your go-to move to have a competitive advantage on the lanes? You have to still sit in your chair, but we know Belmo crinkled a bottle, and that was a big deal, so you can do whatever you want. What would be your go-to move?
I don't know. That's
you could have an object down there. Here, I'll give you some parameters. I'll open up your mind a little bit.
Yeah.
You can either just use your mouth and yell or whatever, but you could also have one item. So you could have like an air horn. You could plug in a fan. You could have anything you wanted. You could plug in a stereo with like a subwoofer or something.
I feel like an air horn's. I feel like that's original.
Yeah,
that's a good answer, but I feel like that's just too original.
Yeah. So what would you do? What would you do if you could distract your opponent through heckling?
Like, I would probably go the psychological way. Like, try and get in their head. Like, hey, did you breathe in or out on your third step there? Yeah, and then maybe pair that with the air horn or something.
Could you imagine how ridiculous that could get on television if that was a normal thing?
They do it in Portland, Maine.
You think people? No. I mean, I'm talking
yeah.
Things would get inappropriate.
That'd be pretty good, though.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Someone would. There might be a fist fight.
Imagine being on the approach, and somebody says to your mom. You know what I mean? Like, hey man.
Yeah.
Go ahead and throw this shot because I got to call your mom back, right? Could you? Oh man,
that would.
Oh, God, you'd squirm watching this.
I think. Yeah.
Oh,
I think they call that Dougie vision. That's
Dougie vision.
That's what happens.
All right, I got another one for you. This isn't a would you rather. This is just a question. Let's say you opened up Nick's Chinese restaurant. Okay? You opened up Nick's Chinese restaurant, and everybody got a fortune cookie when they left.
Oh, gosh.
But it all has the same thing inside of it from you. What would you put inside the fortune cookie little wrapper?
Like, what would the saying of the fortune?
Yeah, inside the fortune cookie. All right, everybody. It looks like we are back. Just wrapping up game number 4. Bizarre. Something I've never had happen ever before here, but it's neither here nor there. But we got her up and running. So if you guys can hear me okay and everything's good, I will answer your question, Spartan Blue. I want to make sure that you hear my response. So let's just make sure this thing runs for a little bit. Looks like we're going into game number 5 here. So as soon as I get some confirmation that everything's good, probably going to hang out here for a minute. I do have standings. I can go over those. Standings after 3. Zachary Bogholtz leads at 114. Jerry Mars, 66. Darren Bloomquist, 62. Roger Hartford, 56. Jordan Monens, 47. David Cole, 44. Drake Bazzi, 21. Dan Gifford, 20. Ben Vanis, 19. Zach Rhodes, 11. Jake Cook, 9. Johnny Davis, 5. Roger Taylor, 4. Jason Betcher, 2. Donovan Grubaugh, 1. Those are the plus minuses on this squad after 3. Hi, Jerry. How you doing? That ain't good. Jerry Mars had 168 the last game. Hess made the show, huh? All right, everybody. Well, sorry about that again. A little outside of my control, but it looks like we got her up and running. Got game number 5 coming up for you here. I'll be right back.
sucks for one, but just do it. I'm not looking to stay in here, Bear. Huh? Yeah. I might actually stick with that book.
Everything been working okay while I was gone? Just want to make sure that it is. Now I'm gonna gotta build a couple more graphics here that I typically build while things are going on, but couldn't. But now I'm good. Sorry about the issues here tonight, everybody. That was a bizarre situation that happened to me here. I think we were having some inconsistencies with the internet, and it like fried my computer to where my computer just thought there's no internet anymore. So I had to actually restart my computer, which again I've never had to do ever. I mean, I have restarted my computer, of course, but it's bizarre. But hey, the scores aren't that high anyway. Didn't miss anything, really. I'm going to get ready to answer some more questions for you. I'm sure I'm going to have a Game 4 update momentarily. It's 9:56 here in the Central Time Zone. We're going to get done probably about 11 o'clock. This squad's taking a bit, and they started a little late, which is fine. No problem. No problem. No problem. Hey, man, no problem. No problem out here. All right. I now officially have graphics built through the end of this block. Hey, you know what? You guys want to see the oil pattern? You haven't seen it in a while. There's the oil pattern. 42 feet in length, 1.8 to 1 ratio. Scores are high, though, overall in this event. Take care of that. Okay, back to the chat, everyone. Try to get caught up here. Yeah, Tom Hess made the show. That's great. Did Pete made the show as well, right? $15 and $16. I don't have 15 and 16 on a camera pair. Let's see. How is Zachary Bogholtz doing in Game 5? I don't know the answer to that, but he's leading the tournament through 3. But, hey, I've got after 4, I think, here. Did I already say that? I already said that, didn't I? Oh, it says game 7 of 7 up there. That is not right. We're in game number 5. Okay, I don't think I said this out. All right, right now, Zach Bogeltz, plus 113 leads the squad. Dan Gifford is second at plus 88. Jordan Monins third at plus 80. Fourth is Darren Bloomquist at plus 72. Fifth is Roger Harford at plus 56. David Cole is sixth at plus 50. Seventh is Donovan Grubaugh at plus 48. Eighth is Jerry Mars at plus 35. Ninth is Roger Taylor Jr. at plus 18, along with Zach Lutmer. Jason Betcher, plus 12, is in 11th. Jake Cook is in 12th at plus 11. 13th is Mike Yaw at plus 5. 14th is Zach Carter at plus 2. 15th is Ben Vanis at plus 1. Those are the players that are plus or better on this squad. So there's your update. Hey, Mike, what's the best way to get out of a slump? My feet work and arm swing have been real bad to the point I just want to leave my stuff at the center and leave. Well, that's no good, Jim. Best way to get out of a slump. Footwork, arm swing has been real bad. Well, I wouldn't try to fix everything at once. I don't know if you have any video of yourself bowling well, and then now you take a video of yourself bowling now and see what the difference is. But just off the top of my head, if you take a 5-step approach, your first step might be getting too big. That's a big culprit. Have that first step move about 6 inches, and then start your push away on your second step. If you take a 4-step approach, your timing could be late or early, depending. So you can try a few different things. Try 3 or 4 shots, making sure that you push the ball over the knee with your first right step. So you're either going to take that on your second step on a 5-step approach, or your first step in a 4-step approach. Another thing that could happen is maybe you're too close to the foul line when you start, or maybe you're too far back, right? And you feel like you're running, or you've got a lot of landscape to cover to get there. So kind of look at that and see if you've made some moves there. Maybe you're bowling in a different bowling center where the dots are at a different spot or something like that. Kind of take a look at just your environment. As far as arm swing goes, you know, there is a such thing as developing a bit of a figure 8 or pushing to the left. It gets out of whack. How far away is it from your body? How close is it to your ankle at point of release? Are you almost hitting your ankle, or are you chicken winging it? So I would look at those different things and ask yourself those questions. And I know that's a lot, and I haven't seen you bowl, but that's what I would do. And I would just maybe slow things down. Maybe watch some of the videos on our YouTube channel as well. Shady just put out a video a couple weeks ago called the Grab and Go Drill, where you just pick up your bowling ball, make sure nobody's bowling next to you, and just start walking to the line and develop your arm swing. And maybe that can loosen things up and get you some muscle memory going. But there's a few suggestions for you just off the top of my head. How come scores are lower in this squad when they were in previous squads? Well, one thing is the strength of the schedule here. You don't have as many high-profile players. Maybe people work today and they could only bowl the night squad. Maybe they work Saturday during the day. This squad's typically always been lower than in the past. Or yeah, Jake Bedard says join backstage bowling. That's not a bad play at all. Thanks for the plug there. Let's see. So I have trouble with my hand coming over the ball, really bad habit for so many years, and I'm having trouble getting out of it. Well, we just put out a video this week about pulling the ball, but it also pertains to this one here. Watch the video on our YouTube channel we put out on Thursday. It's at like 20,000 views, and I'm actually the subject in it. And keep your forearm straight to your target. Try that. You guys want to flip to another pair? Okay. I've got my other bay here, and they keep messing with this pair. My scoreboards are all messed up. Hold on. Okay, those are now fixed. All right, let's see what else you guys got for me in here. Jim says, I'm 63, I just can't get the speed on the ball. Hey, man, you know what? That's difficult. You know, speed is generated through legs, and if you're getting older, go down a weight. What pound ball are you throwing, Jim? Go to a 14 maybe. If you're already throwing 14, man, you might want to go to 13 or 12. Let's see. Yeah, man, you say you can't video. Go get a cell phone tripod. You can get one on Amazon for like $7. Or have a friend video, just like Fred suggested. Hi, Lon. Welcome from Wisconsin. All right, I'm not going to ignore the question that's been asked like 6 times from Spartan Blue 2015. Any plans to continue the podcast? Guys, let's be real here for a minute. I want to get real. Let's see. Wireless is 8. Okay, I'm with you now. All right, so the question about the podcast. So I love podcasting. I really do. I love podcasting, but I'm a perfectionist. And the show that we did every day during COVID, that took a lot of time. Do you know how many dollars that generated for my time? And it's not all about money, folks. That's not what I'm getting at. Okay, so that took about 3 hours a day to do everything with that. Okay, that's 15 hours a week. How much money should you make per hour at age 42 years old with the things that I've done? What am I worth per hour, right? That's the real question you got to put to it. So those videos were averaging about 1,000 views. So 5,000 views a week, which is worth around $50. And I had a co-host also spending time with me on that one. And I had to ask all these bowlers and people to give up an hour of their time to come on the show with me and Matt. I had to tie up a graphic artist and making the thumbnails and all of that, right? So did I enjoy doing the podcast? Yeah, I did. It's 15 hours a week plus some resources tied up. Man, the lights just went out in here again. This is just weird. This is so... Now they're back. Okay. So that's $3 an hour. You can say, okay, Mike, well, you love bowling. It shouldn't be about the money. Okay. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Makes sense. So how am I going to spend my time to generate funds, right? And other things with COVID and just the way my business has worked, I've had to build some other things that have more upside than a podcast. Now, with that said, and I mentioned it before on this channel, I recorded 5 long-format interviews like 4 years ago that I need to release. and I still keep telling people I'm going to release them. And when I release them, I think people are going to love these podcasts. And I'm going to put them out on Spotify, iTunes, everywhere like that, because our actual podcast is on there as well, not only just on the YouTube channel. And when I release them, I think I'm going to get really good feedback. And when I do, I'm sure I'm going to be inspired to do some more of them. But I like to do them face-to-face. I don't like to do them via Zoom or anything like that. I like to have good audio, and I like to be there with the person to be able to look them in the eye and ask them these questions. Not to say it can't be done. I'm not trying to make an excuse, but I prefer to do it in person. The 5 interviews that I did that I have recorded that were in person, face-to-face, where I got kind of down in the weeds with these folks, was Parker Bone III, Dave Ryan, Emil Williams Jr., Chris Chartrand from Kegel, and Randy Schickard, who was the CEO of Ebonite International at the time. Those 5 podcasts I have in the can, in audition, that just need to be edited out for, heavy breathing at times or bumping the mic or getting the levels right. Now, you guys are probably thinking, man, you're taking this way too serious. Just release them, dude. Get it over with. And I'm just a perfectionist. So would I like to do a show? Absolutely I would. But if you go back and look at the views on my channel, these podcast views are not very good. They're like 1,000. 1,000 is a good podcast to listen. And I appreciate those that enjoyed listening to it. But I could take a Matt Sanders highlight of him leaving a weird 5.7 last week, put a cool thumbnail on it, put it out on YouTube, and it might get 20,000, 30,000 views. And again, it's not supposed to be all about the money. But if this channel was generating enough revenue and these live streams were generating enough revenue and these instructional videos were doing enough revenue to then be able to throw in more content because I'm just making so much money, I'm doing it for the love of it, then it would make sense. But this whole YouTube game and this live stream game is a grind. And if I did it every single weekend, I would make about $60,000 a year, and I will have no time at home with my family. That's about what it works out to be. So I know that's more than you probably wanted to know, but I appreciate you asking for more podcasts because that is truly, if you say do what you love and don't worry about the money, sitting down, talking to people and asking them those tough questions and having them feel at ease to be able to talk to me about these things in a public setting, and then having their trust to edit these and then let them listen to them back and them say, no changes, put it out. That is special. That is really, really cool. So there's the answer to that podcasting question. I know it's really down in the weeds and way more than you wanted to know, but I wanted to tell you directly, face to face. I see a question about, or a comment, Tom Carter is great. Yes, Tom Carter is great. Also, my problem is I'm also having gripping the ball too tight. Go to a pro shop. Go to a pro shop. Yeah. Go see Tom Carter. Go see a good pro shop. Go see a shop. Tell them what's going on. Do I know what they're cutting to after qualifying? Yes, I do. They're cutting down to 56. 56. And the number right now, you want to know the number right now? Let's see how many people are above 80. 3 are above 80 on this squad. Well, right now, 56 was 45. So how many are above 45? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are above. Right now, the cut score is 69 with 2 games to go. Actually, 3 games to go. That's the cut score right now. It's going to go up from there. 73 is the next level, then 76, then 78. 3 are tied at 78. That would be interesting. And thanks, Tyler. Let's see. Please tell us the response from Nick on the fortune cookie. What did he say? He said, what was it that he said? It was borderline grotesque. It was borderline PG-13. I don't see. Oh, there's Nick down there. I'll get him to come. I'll get him to come back. He'll come back. He'll finish that up with us. I was just trying to have fun with him with some of those questions. I know they were a little out there. Lose your fingers and stuff like that. But all right. Dying for the Nick answer, huh? I need to find him around here. Let's see. How do I not have Nick Pate's phone number in my phone? This is a problem. All right, let's see. Somebody watching, I know, has Nick Pate's phone number. Will you text him and say, "Hey, Mike needs you in the booth"? This will be fun. We'll see if we can get that to happen. Text Nick Pate, "Hey, Mike needs you in the booth." Tell you what, it's getting late. It's going to be 11:20, 11:30 tonight here. Squad's taking a bit. I don't have his number, and I don't know why I don't have his number. I mean, I could have sent him a message on Facebook or something. Unless his number is just that hard to acquire. Which could be the case, too.
we were on the stream there. Hopefully he had it on 13 or 14. Hopefully he had it on 13 or 14. You didn't cut the internet? You think I cut the internet just because they're on the screen? I could.
Getting ready to get started here in game number 6. Take you back down to lanes 11 through 14. All right, let's see what else we got here. Armando, Mike, what do you plan to eat tonight? That's a good one. That's a good one. I got to tell you, I got a couple things going on here. First of all, the squad's running late, which I'm not real happy about that, but it's fine. I have a gentleman here that brought his baseball cards for me to look at, so I got to do that. And then I got to put together these 2 streams for tomorrow still, which I can't do while I'm on air because I can't be streaming when I create the events. So I got to do all that. And some other work for this stream for tomorrow, some graphics and stuff. So it's going to be something quick. I just don't know where I'm going to go. There's no go-tos around here. I'm actually staying on the other side of town, so I'm not real sure. See Jerry Mars currently eighth at plus 35. Wearing the number 51 there. You're welcome, Red Cat. That's what I'm here for.
Think of all the guys who ran or they thought they were going to be really close on the last one. They were like, oh, I can do it. Then they won't let us. That's for them. You're like, oh, it's really, really close. They got really easy last game. And you come out here and it's like, well,
All right, Nick just sent me over his what he said would go on the fortune cookie, and I quote, "Nut up or shut up." That's what he wanted to put on his fortune cookie. Nut up or shut up.
to be fair, it's not like it's consistent on the right either.
Oh, yeah. I've been here 15 and a half hours. Not complaining. Just stating facts. Not complaining. No, Game 5 standings were just dropped off to me. Dan Gifford, plus 138. Zachary Bogholtz, plus 90. Jordan Monens, plus 83. Donovan Grubauer, plus 75. Roger Harford, plus 66. Darren Bloomquist, plus 54. Jerry Mars, plus 48. David Cole, plus 28. Roger Taylor Jr., plus 25. Jason Betcher, plus 13. Ryan Burks, plus 12. Zach Lutmer, plus 9. Drake Bazzi, plus 6. Those are your plus folks. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just looking here. Right now, the cut number is... Cut number right now is 66. Yeah. Scores are very low. The squad. Was this the score pace I was expecting? I really didn't know what to expect tonight. But the first two squads whacked them. Very high scoring. Let's see. Cashier's round tomorrow starts at more info. 9 a.m. Mike, what are some unique things about Maple that you enjoy? Well, it's new, so I don't know what I really enjoy yet. But those duck pin lanes are calling my name. I'm really looking forward to maybe throwing some of those, but I don't know when I'm going to do that or how I'm going to do that. The bar is amazing. I should probably spend some time in there, but I can't really. I could just put this on autopilot for a little bit, go in there. Quick peek at, yeah, we can go over to the other group of lanes. Here you go. Nah, I'm here with you guys. We're good. Got to make sure everything's working. One game to go, 10:42. Be right back.
I'm leaving it all. This time I'm at least making me.
Hey, at least we don't have to finish our last game on the internet. That's what I'm saying. They moved it so we've seen this shit show before. We do not need to see it again.
It was just that one.
Huh?
It was just that one. Just that one.
We were here.
No. We might have been on that one before.
Oh. We were on 7 and 8. Yeah, we were in front of that one.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That one's space game. Alright, throw 300 so we have to show our scores. Yes, if we get 300, we'll bring it back. Get the front 9.
I can do that.
That's what I said. You still have a chance. That's what I said. If you get the front 9, they'll bring it back.
So if I get a free now, I'm dead.
I would take mine.
I would too.
I wouldn't tell them how I got them. I'll take
My
mine.
wife already knows though, so.
Betty's a good guy.
Uh-oh!
I still have a
Somebody
chance.
came to play!
So you're smell?
I got one.
I got one.
I got one.
Ah, Jordan, where the fuck you at, boy?
Four.
For once I can actually say that. cameraman.
here. What do you want it to do?
Yes! You don't need to worry about us when they're in the negatives.
300, I'll still be negative. So,
Last time I looked, it was up, but I looked.
hey kids, now we're just playing for fun. Stand up. Then fuck you, bitch. Rick James, Hey, she's trying to find out hotel room keys and shit.
Pineapples!
I just try to throw hard. Good form.
I say for the Franks and beans. I don't know. felt bad for that first strike. Now we're left.
Hey, girl, hey.
That's what happened on my spare ball. It says, no, it said, here's the sandpaper bill, take it.
The answer is no. I do not have a game update after 6 yet. But we are well underway in game number 7. Maybe we'll have some theatrics here to finish things up. I'm going to turn down my wireless mic. It sounds like people are getting a little rambunctious around here. Having some decent games bowled here the last game. Folks, I'll get a cut number out on social media for you, but I won't be staying live through a cut score here tonight. Which feed do you want? Here's what's going on. This couple of pairs are way behind. So I'm hanging out here, let them finish, and then I'll go down to the other pairs to finish out the night. We got a couple scores being bowled here, too. We got a couple 279 max scores. And if we're going to be real here, are we all going to be real together? I'm going to give you a self-confession. I don't know a lot of people on this squad. Yep, don't know them. Guys, I'll be on my A game tomorrow. Definitely want to tune in tomorrow. I'll be all over it. I'm going to put a poll in here tonight. There you go.
It's time to just get fucking Let's go.
I just posted a poll.
I had my 1B game. That could have been a whole lot better.
What hand will the winner of the tournament use, left or right?
It's not going to sway that much. You're fine. It ain't going to sway that much. It's going to sway, but it's not that much. It's just like,
I do have standings after game number 6 now. Your leader on this squad is Donovan Grubaugh at plus 100. Dan Gifford is second at plus 99. Third is Darren Bloomquist at plus 81. Fourth, Zachary Bogholtz at plus 80. Jerry Mars in fifth at plus 70. Sixth is Roger Harford at plus 45. Ryan Burke sits at plus 40. Roger Taylor Jr. plus 39. Jordan Monins plus 36. Zach Rhodes at plus 15. And Victor Cortez Jr. at plus 6. So if we do the work here,
Last one he said, last one he's like 6. This one he's like 7 or 8. So I threw it out. So leave it in.
hey, save some for Thursday, bud. Or Tuesday. You get the bowl finally. Tuesday. There you go.
I do get a bowl Tuesday.
Yeah, it's going to be gone this week.
I'm going to give you a cut score right now. All right. So, 56 spot right now is plus 45. So, assuming Grubaugh and Gifford and Bloomquist and Bogholtz all make it, we scratch 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we've got the 70 number with Jerry Mars. So let's scratch 58. So right now the cut number is 67. Dan Limish is the cut number right now at 67. With Roger Harford at 45, Ryan Burks at 40, Roger Taylor at 39, Jordan Monins at 36, Zach Rhodes at 15, and Victor Cortez Jr. at 6. Chad, help me out. Which bowler is Victor Cortez Jr.? What did he have the last game? Or what is he bowling the last game?
sorry.
I was far left as I could. I threw as slow as I could. I tripped like 10 forward.
But did you look?
Yeah, I think you did.
Come on, Green.
I think you did. I think you did.
So what were you saying?
Right left. Threw as slow as I could out. Right left. I tripped and 10 forward.
You tripped the tempo.
It was worse than the
You know what that's called? Solid.
That's deep hole tomorrow at 9 because
A shot of gas.
Victor Cortez, 221, game 6. I want to know what he bowled this game. If he had 221 this game, it puts him at plus 27, not enough. All right. Finish things out down here. With this being a new facility, and thoughts on pin reaction and carry. Carry's been really good.
If I throw it $1.99, do I still get a drink?
Water on the rocks? He's like, just the middle one. Like,
If I throw it $99, do I get a drink?
I'm letting him tell me what the fuck to throw. Yeah. Just tell me what to throw. Tell me what to throw. The first one I put on. The first. He moved left. He moved left and started throwing it down the middle. But no. Like, one more again? This is all 8. I purposely threw something. If I actually cared, I'm going to try and get it 8 hours just right now.
Folks, this event wouldn't be possible without our great sponsors. I want to thank Ebonite for being the title sponsor of the event, the Greater Iowa Bowling Association. When you're considering a new bowling ball purchase, make sure you check out the Ebonite lineup of products. Looking to get somebody new into the game, they make Maxims. You can get right into the game with a Maxim. Lightweight's available. Check them out. Also, I want to thank the Waterloo Convention and Visitors Bureau for continuing to support this event, bringing in bowlers from out of state. The Visitors Bureau, they appreciate it very much, and they compensate by giving dollars for the money you spend here in this great city of Waterloo. Also, Infusion Bowling, otherwise known as Logo Infusion, Infusion Bowling. Check them out. Use coupon code GIBA to save 25% off your entire order with Infusion Bowling. Also, USA Mortgage. Brandon Steen and his folks at USA Mortgage have been all about helping this event and sponsoring the event for quite some time. Check out USA Mortgage. Also, Budweiser and Bud Light also contributing to the weekend. The Hampton Inn, wonderful place I'm staying. Hampton Inn, just on the other side in Cedar Falls, beautiful hotel. The OP restaurant on Ridgeway. Make sure you go over there and have some food. Awesome place, supporting the event. And Quik Star, when you fill up your gas tank, you want to pick up some snacks, head over to Quik Star, everybody. Again, also, if you want to support this channel, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on social media at Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Inside Bowling. Also, if you're looking for some Christmas gifts or you want to support us with a monetary valuation, there's two ways you can do so. You can purchase merch from our online store, or you can also pay money in the Super Chat also to have your comments pinned. It's a new feature that we unlocked 2 weeks ago. Pretty cool feature if you want to get in there and do that. So thank you very much for everything that you guys have done to support our channel and support what we're doing here. And thanks to all the sponsors that have supported this event and made it all happen as well. Coming down to it here, about a half a game left. We're at the beautiful Maple Lanes. I opened the show earlier today talking about how this place burned to the ground back in February of 2020. Some vandals broke in the middle of the night, beat up the cleaning guy a bit, tried to get some money out of the safe, got frustrated, decided to light the place on fire. You have a choice when that happens. You sell the property or do you rebuild a bowling center? You got to work with the insurance company. You got to design, do a layout. You got to do all this work. And that's what the Amy family did. Rich and Kathy, Fran, and Linda, they did that work. And now we have beautiful Maple Lanes rebuilt from the ground up right now. It's awesome in here, and I'm glad to be back bringing you the coverage right here from Waterloo. Come here twice a year. We come here in September every year for the Fall Classic, and then in I don't think I said that right. In September we come here for the Fall Classic, and in February we come here for the Winter Classic. Mike, those people in the background are still loud. Yeah, a little bit. I'll back them down a hair here. Backing them down. All right, I'm in the poll. 71% of you think the winner is going to be right-handed. 29% think left-handed. Those are the poll results. Rob Warren finished with 201. Rob Warren really struggled out here today. .233 for Dan Gifford. He's in the cut. He was plus 99 coming into this game. this squad has taken 35 minutes longer than the other squads to bowl. We're pushing 4 hours on this squad, folks. 4 hours. Do we know what Zach bowled the last game? I do not. Evidently, there was some fireworks in the NASCAR race tonight, huh? Chase Elliott and Kevin Harvick going at it. Just got a notification on that. By the way, folks, this is the last pair in the building to get done. See you guys. Yeah, great job at Dan Gifford tonight, old league teammate. That's awesome, Red Cat. How is this squad's average compared to the others? Much lower. Way low. About a frame left here. Again, everybody, I want to thank you for joining me here on Inside Bowling, watching the tournament throughout the entire day today. We'll be back tomorrow with the top 56. Stay tuned to our social media for a cut score. Thanks, Paul. Hey, thanks, D-Fresh. Ran out a little gas here down the stretch. The time is 11:27. Will we be done at 11:30? That's the question. That's what I want to know. That's what I'm wondering. Again, if you want to know what I think the cut score is going to be, 67, Dan Lemish is what I think the cut score is going to be. Mike Yaw finishing things out for the night. Oh, we've got people betting on what he gets. That wasn't annoying, was it? Okay, everybody, here we go. Last ball of the night. And spare. Okay. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for tonight. As you guys know, my name's Mike. It's bringing you the coverage all day here today from Maple Lanes. Thanks for tuning in and joining us. For more information about these great events, go over to GIBA-bowling.com, and you can sign up to be part of the extravaganza that is called the Greater Iowa Bowling Association and the two events that we stream here every single year. So that's going to do it for me tonight. I am getting out, and I'll see you in the morning. We do start at 9 a.m., so we'll fire up the stream right at around 9 or so, and we'll have 6 games of the top 56 tomorrow morning. It'll take about 3 hours to get through that. Then we'll take the top 10, and we'll have our bracket and then our step ladder happening right here in front of us. So y'all were great in the chat. It was great having you here with me. That's why I do it. I love the chat. I love you guys. Of course, I like the bowlers, but we get to interact this way. So that's going to do it for me tonight. I'm going to sign out here from Maple Lane. So on for all the folks here that work at Maple Lanes, to the Amy family, Rich and Kathy, Fran and Linda, and all the folks here that work at Maple Lanes, the new Maple Lanes, for Joe Engelgess, his entire family, and the folks that put on the event, for all the competitors for providing an incredible display of athleticism out on the lanes. I'm Mike Flanagan. We'll see you on the next broadcast, everybody, tomorrow morning. Have a good night.